control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attack, I won't turn back, 'cause this means war. This means war. This means war. This means war. Put them together.
For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16.
Hey, great job. Let's do it again.
For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Darius.
And we have to talk about something.
It's bullying.
When people think of bullying, they think of kids getting shoved into lockers or having their heads flushed in a toilet. But the truth is, bullying can be a lot more complicated than that.
Bullies use their power to hurt or control others. And they might make you feel unsafe in places where you should feel protected.
And that's not okay. Your school, sports teams, and after-school clubs have to be safe spaces for everyone. There was a time when I didn't feel welcome at school. Some girls that I thought were my friends had decided I wasn't cool enough for them. Everywhere I went, they either laughed at me, made fun of me, or ignored me altogether. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, there was a time when I didn't feel safe at school. I started to dread coming to football practice because one of my teammates would always take the drills too far. It didn't seem like anyone noticed. I mean, the coach was too busy focusing on the whole team to see me being bullied.
No one ever has the right to hurt you or make you feel unsafe.
The problem is, bullying is hard to stop. And that's because most people's first reaction to bullying is to ignore it. You may feel like it will go away, but the problem with ignoring it
is that it won't stop, and it might even get worse. Maybe you're embarrassed, or you want to believe that it's not a big deal.
Or maybe you're afraid that telling will make it worse, or that whoever you need to tell won't understand, or be able to help.
But trust us, because we've been there. If you're being bullied, there's only one way to deal with it.
Stop, walk away, and tell an adult. Stop taking the abuse.
Get yourself away from the situation.
And go talk to an adult you trust. Tell them everything.
Parents, teachers, counselors, and coaches' first priority is your safety. Believe me, there are adults that want to help you.
Bullies might scare you out of telling, but if you tell an adult, the bullying is more likely to stop.
The adults in our lives won't tolerate bullying, but we can't tolerate it either. We have to stand up for each other, and we all know some kids get it the worst.
Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today I wanted to talk to you about the 9th commandment, the second to the last of the 10 commandments, which says you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor, which is basically just saying that we should not lie. We should tell the truth. And sometimes we call telling the truth honesty. Yeah, and honesty is really, really important to God. God is always true. God never, ever lies. And we should be like God. We should be honest and true. Because, man, lying can get you into all kinds of bad situations. Always better to tell the truth. You know, I don't usually have a hard time telling the truth. I'm usually a pretty truthful person, unless I'm, like, going to get in trouble or something like that. Then it's hard for me to tell the truth. But, man, my little brother, Steven, he will just lie about anything. Like if you ask him how old he is, he's probably not going to tell you the right age. Or if you ask him what he did yesterday, he'll probably just make up some kind of story. I don't know why he lies so much, but he lies all the time, and he's always getting in trouble for it. But I'm definitely not perfect. You know, I have lied, and I do lie. Everybody's lied at least once, except for Jesus, because Jesus was perfect. But there was this one time, I don't even know why I was doing it, but there was this little corner of the wallpaper in the hallway that was kind of peeled up just a little bit, just like a teeny tiny little tear on it. And sometimes when I'd walk by it, I'd go, whip, and I'd tear just a little bit more of it. And I would just keep doing that, and I'd tear a little piece off, and I'd tear a little piece off, and I'd tear a little piece off, until there was this big, big spot missing in the wallpaper. And, well, my mom noticed it, and she pulled me and Steven downstairs, and she said, "Has one of you boys been peeling on the wallpaper up in the hallway?" And she looked at me, and I was like, "Nope, wasn't me." And she looked over at Steven, and he said, "No, I didn't do that." And, well, my mom thought that Steven was lying when I was actually the one who was lying. And so Steven got in trouble. He didn't get any dessert that night at dinner, and I felt really bad, you know, because I wasn't necessarily wanting Steven to get in trouble. I just didn't want to get in trouble myself. So I went to Steven that night, and I said, "Steven, I'm so sorry you got in trouble. I was the one who peeled the wallpaper." And he said, "I knew it was you." And so Steven ran over to my mom and dad's room, and he said, Mom, Douglas just told me that he was the one who ripped the wallpaper." And my mom said, "That is very mean, trying to get your brother Douglas in trouble like that." And so she grounded him from dessert for 2 days after that. And she thought he was lying about that, but he wasn't. I did tell him that, but she thought he was lying, and I felt so bad. But it just kept getting worse and worse. You know, I couldn't go tell him now because, well, now the lie was just too big. You know, like he had gotten in so much trouble. I couldn't even imagine how much trouble I was going to get in. But I finally decided that I needed to go tell my parents because Steven kept getting in trouble for something that I had done. And so I went and I told my parents, and they were very upset with me. You know, they were glad that I told the truth, but I got in a lot of trouble. No dessert for me for a whole week. And so after I told the truth, Steven went up to my parents and he said, "Okay, well, I feel like I should get more dessert tonight and tomorrow because I didn't get dessert today or yesterday, and I didn't do it." And they said, "Well, Steven, the reason we thought it was you is because you're not very trustworthy. It's hard for us to believe you when you lie often. So we're sorry that we blamed you, but you should be more truthful." And man, that was like a double whammy of lessons learned for me anyways, because, well, I learned that I need to be truthful because lying can hurt people. Yeah, really badly. And I didn't intend to hurt my brother by lying, but he got hurt by me lying because my parents thought that he was the one that was lying. And so he got in trouble for something I did. And really, if you think about it, if I say I didn't whip the wallpaper, I'm pretty much saying Steven whipped the wallpaper. So I wasn't trying to get him in trouble, but deep down I wasn't trying to not get him in trouble, if you know what I mean. But the other lesson is that we need to be truthful, not just because lies can hurt people, but we need to be truthful because we want people to believe us. Yeah. And especially as Christians, we need to be truthful because we have the most important truth to share with the world ever, and that is the love of God. If you go around lying all the time, and then you say, yeah, I believe in God, God is real, do you think they're going to believe you? No. Even if it's true. If you lie all the time, but you say the truth about one thing, they're not going to believe that one thing. And so my challenge to you guys today is that we would be honest, that we would tell the truth, and we would not lie. Because lying can hurt other people. It can hurt ourselves. It can hurt our credibility, like our ability for other people to trust us and believe us. Being honest is so important. So I hope that you will join me in working hard to tell the truth.
This kid who takes his mom's credit card to GameStop and ends up pretty much stealing money from her to buy a PS5. This is definitely not a good idea to steal from parents and buy a PS5 without permission. I mean, this is like $500 and the parents originally think he's going to GameStop just to get a game, and you have to see how they react when he comes out with a PS5.
Okay guys, I have my mom's credit card. We are going to go in GameStop.
Hey guys, I'm in GameStop right now, and they have an Xbox Series X that I can buy, so I'm gonna buy it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get this pulled up here. Alright, let's get your account pulled up here. Alright, if you want to go ahead and just insert the card there, buddy. Alright. And there you go, bro. Yeah, not a problem. You take care of yourself, alright?
Where are those kids? We've been out here waiting forever.
I guess the kid told his parents he was just getting a game or something, but ends up coming out of the store with a whole PS5.
What? A PS5?
What? Where did that
PS5?
come from?
What?
How did you get a
How'd you get a PS5?
I bought it.
With what? There was only $100 on that gift card.
What? How did you get a PS5?
So heavy.
No. That's
gosh.
more than $100, Leland. I want to know what you did. You didn't steal it, did you?
How did you?
I bought it.
With what?
How would you buy that?
With mom's credit card.
What?
No!
You're the one who has a credit card?
Yeah.
You have a credit card? Are you serious?
Credit card.
You got mom's credit card.
So now you're stealing from your mom.
I only did it once.
No, you did it more than once. Admit it. If you admit it, listen.
I did it only like 3 times. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell my dad I won't do it anymore.
You promise me you won't do it anymore?
I crossed my heart. Yes. And please don't tell my dad because he's gonna want me hard.
Alright, say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
For stealing.
Huh?
For stealing. And you will never do it again.
Never do it again.
Alright, but I'm still telling your dad.
No, my God, please.
I'm calling the cops too.
No.
You want to go to jail?
No, I don't. I don't want to. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna ever steal?
I will never steal in my life again.
Should I call the cops?
No.
So say sorry for stealing.
Sorry for